slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you
Channel is Abby Crystal here with your beautiful first-taking face as usual. And if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back as well. So guys, this is my most anticipated video for Miss Supranational. This is my final post-pageant analysis for Miss Supranational, guys. Like, you guys know that, you know, the finals was held a few days back, and I took my time to analyze all that went on in the pageant, all that happened in the pageant. I took my time to come to you know, give you guys, to film this particular video and give you guys the post-pageant analysis. Okay, so guys, if this is a video you want to watch, if you're interested in watching, don't touch that dial, keep on watching. This video is going to be divided into two parts. First of all, I'll talk about Miss Supranational Nigeria's performance, and I'll also talk about my post-pageant analysis and, you know, the whole pageant in general, the full review of the pageant in general. Okay, so guys, don't touch that dial, keep on watching. So guys, I'm going to be starting off with Miss Supranational Nigeria, Sectra Okundaye Omosede, and you know, guys, I told you guys that she was going to do us, she's going to, you know, make the cut for top 24, and which of course she did. And I was so surprised, I was so happy that she made the top 24. I wouldn't lie, like seriously, I was, you know, expecting her to make top 24. So when she made the cut, I wasn't surprised at all. Okay, so of course from the South African region, I predicted that Nigeria and South Africa will make the cut, and also Cote d'Ivoire, but unfortunately Cote d'Ivoire didn't make the cut. And out of the other countries, out of the other African countries, only Nigeria and South Africa made the top 24, which of course I wasn't surprised about. But for Nigeria not to advance to the top 12, that was where I had an issue. Okay, I've still not recovered from the fact that Nigeria did not make the top 12. Yes, I would say that Sectra did a very good job, and this particular segment is dedicated to her. I know that it's a lot on your shoulders when you're carrying the sash of Nigeria on the shoulders. It's not easy. A lot of criticism must come, a lot of issues, a lot of expectations on her shoulders. But of course, she delivered very well. She delivered. It wasn't her fault that she didn't make the top 12. I would say that there's a lot of favoritism in this competition, a lot of bias, a lot of sash factor in quotes. And I would say that, for a country like Nigeria that has been participating and has been consistent in the pageant, and in this particular pageant, I would expect that, sash factor would not affect us, or politics or favoritism would not affect us. So I feel like, if a country actually merited to be, in the top 12, I think why not give it to her? Why not, put her in the top 12? So anyways, I don't want to rant about it, because if I continue to rant about it, we'll not live here today. Like, this video will take it will take long for us to film, because I have a lot to talk about. But I think maybe subsequent videos, or I will film a particular video ranting about Nigeria not placing above the top 24, or just not going into the semi-finals or going into the finals. Like, we've seen a lot of this play in other pageants as well. I don't think Nigeria is given the recognition that it deserves in the pageant world. And I must say this because I am so pained that Sectra, with all that she did, all that she with all her effort and hard work, she didn't break through to the top 12. I'm really, really angry, guys. Like, I'm angry. Okay, but let's talk about that for now. Okay, I have a lot to say in this video. So now, going back to the top 12, we had South Africa, which was the only African representative in the top 12, which of course I wasn't really happy about. I thought that Nigeria and South Africa deserved to be in that top 12. Like, Nigeria deserved to join South Africa in the top 12, and of course that was the end of Africa's reign. Okay, when they called the top 5, South Africa wasn't called up, and I know that that was an injustice to the African continent. Like, given the fact that we did not have a lot of representative this year, I was expecting that at least we would have top 2 we have the, 2 countries in the top 12 and at least one African country in the top 5, which was not so. Like, seriously, I would say that this is an injustice to the African continent. These are the issues I'll be talking about, not having enough representatives in beauty pageants, and the SARS factor. I would say the SARS factor actually affected Nigeria as well. And for South Africa, I would say that her top 12 statement wasn't strong enough. I felt like she deserved to be. She's a top 5 material, but when she came out here and she gave that statement, that top 12 statement, I knew instantly that she wasn't going to be in the top 5. If Nigeria had advanced to the top 12, I believe that she would have advanced to the top 5, because she would have given she should have given a good statement, in the top 12, because you guys know that she's very eloquent, she's very smart, and I know that she was going to give a worthy top 12 statement for her to be able to break through into the top 5. But that wasn't so, and I wouldn't want to dwell on that. Let me talk about other things, okay? I told you guys that the winners of the other sub competitions were going to be called up in the finals. We had the winner for the talent competition, which was Indonesia. We had the winner for the super chat, which was Curacao. Guys, like, seriously, when Curacao was called as the super chat winner, I knew that my predictions were not right. If you follow my channel, you know that I predicted Puerto Rico and Nigeria to be the top 2 out of the other finalists, but Curacao ended up winning the super chat. Okay, so the top model competition was won by Slovakia. Wasn't a surprise to me, because I knew that she performed and that she deserved to be the top. She deserved to be the supermodel winner. Okay, so we also had the influencer award, which was won by Brazil. Brazil was actually the crowd favorite, and she broke through to the top 5. Okay, so now coming to the top 5, they were asked questions as to they were shown their how will I put it, like, they were shown their baby pictures, and they were told to talk to their pictures, like, to say something about their childhood up to the point where they are. And I will say that was a very, very emotional top 5 question, and most of the ladies were actually moved to tears. But before that, I will talk about the winner. Yes, our winner. I would say that Indonesia winning the competition, she wasn't actually on the top list of pageant predictions or pageant bloggers. Her win came as a surprise. Even on my list, she wasn't even on my list for the Asia region. Okay, so her winning the competition and all that, I feel like she must have given the judges what they wanted in the interview. All right, in the interview, the closed door interview, which wasn't filmed or which wasn't open to the general public. So I feel like leading up to the competition, she must have been on the judges list as a top favorite. Okay, so a lot of persons have come out to say that there were other issues that they thought influenced the judges' decision in picking her as the winner. Okay, they always talked about being kind, and her humility and her soft-spoken nature and all that. Those were the other traits, or other, traits in quote, that influenced the judge's decision to crown Indonesia as the winner. But I would say that probably she has been on the judges list from day one, because obviously you should know that in the competition, most of the choices of the judges, we were surprised at the choices of the judges. Most of the choices that they made in the top 24, we were surprised about it. But all the same, let's go back to the overall competition. So guys, my overall I would say my overall view of the competition was that the top 12 that came out for the swimsuit competition, the top 24 came out, in a swimwear, 2-piece swimwear, and an overall. I would say that the camera angles were too fast. Each girls were not giving their time, enough time for the camera to, for us to see their performance, for us to be able to judge via their performance, which I would say, the Supranational organization has to work on. I would say that the cameras were too fast, and the angles were not really giving us enough view of the girls. I would say subsequent competitions, they should come out in, individualities and not in twos, because by the time the camera will focus on the other person and the other person, for us to be able to get the full view, it's cut off, and we don't have enough time to be able to judge the performance of each of the girls, which I would say that, going forward, they should change that. I would say that also my best evening gown was United States. Yes, USA gown was the best for me. Okay, I love the details of the gown. I love the way she carried herself in the gown. The gown was just the best for me out of the top 5. Then also in the Q&A, I would say that Curacao actually gave the best Q&A answer. I wasn't expecting her to be the 4th runner up. I expected her to place higher, but all the same, the judges knew what they were doing, and I would say that favoritism took the best of the judges' decision. Yes, I'm coming to that, but let me just finish up what I was saying. So we had USA and Indonesia, and I would say that it was a very, very keenly contested top 5. In that top 5, like I said, Curacao gave the best Q&A answer. Indonesia, of course, she gave a good answer, but given the fact that her English wasn't so perfect, I would say that she actually tried. Coming from a country that doesn't speak English, and she really gave she tried. Speaking skills about 80%. She tried, even the fact that she wasn't coming from an English country, she actually tried to speak in English, and I'll give her 80% out of 100. She really, really performed well. Overall performance, it was when she won that I really went back and I watched her overall performance. I found out that she actually did very well, and she actually deserved to win, but she wasn't really on my list. I don't know how she was really overlooked on my list, but she wasn't really on my list like that. All right, so coming to the music performances, I would say that it was a boring music performance or music rendition. I think that at this point in this show, I think that the organizers of the Miss Supranational should at least get a music artist come and perform, not some artists that will come and sing another artist's song, or will come and give a rendition of another artist's song. I think that it's high time that Miss Supranational organization, they bring in a live artist to come and sing their own songs. Okay, so I think that it's high time that they get a proper artist to come and sing, because most of the songs were really, really boring. I would say that it's high time we get a high performing artists from the US or from other countries that will give us a show. All right, so I would say that was it for me. I would say that overall the judges, they know why they chose Indonesia as the winner, but for me, I would say that there's a lot of favoritism, there's a lot of sash factor, and a lot of politics in this show. And I would say that a lot of persons were not really happy that there were some issues, there were some backlash here and there, but at the end of the day, judges have the final say. They know why they chose Indonesia. Good luck to Indonesia. I wish her a very, very perfect reign, I would say. But at the end of the day, I know that's an injustice done to the African continent, because I know that we deserve to have more than one representative in the top 12. At least Nigeria and South Africa would have made the top 12. But all the same, good result, good show. It was an average show. I wouldn't say the show was 100% what I expected, but give and take, it was 80%. I give them 80%. I think that subsequent pageant, they should improve on the camera angles, on the giving each of the girls enough time to showcase themselves on stage. I think going forward, that should. So guys, come to the end of this video. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to come out here and give you guys more pageant gist. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video coming up very, very